Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host, for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and today is Monday. And so over the weekend, I started crocheting. And I started crocheting little tiny squares. So I'm kind of going granny square crazy. And so I thought today could be the first day of our Granny Square Chronicles. And so I don't know how long this chronicle will last. Only our story will be able to tell. So I want to welcome you this morning. It's not as cold here as yesterday. Good morning, Nisi. It's good to see you. Good morning, Alice. Good to see you. I hope y'all are doing so well today. I hope you're staying warm. We still have snow on the ground, but no snow in the sky. So the snow has stopped falling from the sky. We have beautiful bright weather out there. Hey, good morning, Jay. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great morning. I have coffee in my cup this morning. You finally got a little warmer temps today? Oh, good. So you're melting a little bit, Nisi. That's good. That's good. You're getting ready to head to work? Okay. All right. So you listen away. I have coffee in my cup this morning. And what is in your cup this morning? It's good. It has already, excuse me, it has already started cooling down. So it's not as warm as when I first came in here. Nisi has a thermos of water. Good for you. Good for you. I need to drink more water. I think that's what I'm going to put on my agenda today. Drink at least 2 glasses of water today. I've kind of been slacking. So, hey, Wendy, good morning. You finally made it. Yay! So good to see you. And, coffee with half and half. Alice, yes, that is my go-to lately. Yeah, it is. So, I am, I'm thinking, my nose is thinking about getting a cold. I don't know. I'm trying to convince it not to. Don't go there, nose. But we'll see. Oh, okay. Jay has water. She's already had her tea. Nice. Nice. Glad to see. Hey, Miguel, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. How is the weather there? And what is in your cup? So we have a really, really pretty day out. Our little snow people are still hanging in there. Maybe it's those scarves that are around their necks, right? Keeping them going. You have pouring, freezing rain there. Oh my goodness, Miguel. Time to brew some coffee, Wendy. Yes, you know it. You know it. Oh my goodness. How did y'all sleep last night? I slept pretty good. Yeah, slept pretty good. I was very tired. Very tired. Yesterday was a busy day. Oh, good. Wendy says they're starting to come out of the Arctic cold snap. Good for you. I'm glad. I don't know if we're coming out of the cold snap yet, but you know what I did? Alice says, you've got more yarn put away. You know what I did, Alice? I started shoving yarn. So there's no rhyme or color reason there. So I started shoving more yarn. So, and then when I did that, I also, hey, Lisa, good morning. Water. Cloudy, freezing rain later. Oh my. You know, in this area, we're supposed to be getting some rain this week. But I don't know if it's going to be freezing or if it's going to be like a wash away. Like to wash away all all the snow. I'm not sure. Yeah. We had a good, fun run of snow, though, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So the sun is so bright. You know how the little snow stacks in the trees and everything? They're almost all gone. And, hey, what's going on with Miguel? Oh, no. You have bad pain under both your rib cages? Oh, Miguel, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. You rest up. Rest up and feel better. Goodness. It kind of sounds like you might have pulled a muscle, right? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So, how was your weekend? What did you do? I'll tell you what I did. One of the things I did was I got my granny square going. Yes, I did. And so I started crocheting. Now look, none of my ends are in, so Wendy, you worked. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good way to bring in the bucks, right? That's a good thing. So, excuse me, I got the hiccups this morning. And the yawns. Oh boy. So I haven't woven in any of my ends, so that's what I'm going to do this morning while I talk to you. And so I have made 2 of each color. What I did was I grabbed one of my totes that had like random colors in it, and I pulled out the colors that, well, I pulled out chunky yarn. Hey, Awanda, good morning. Oh, you have an ice storm advisory in Chi-Town. You be careful. Stay inside if you can, right? Yes. So, whoopsie, dropped one. So, yeah, so I got started on these granny squares, granny, and I just decided, okay, all the colors that are in this tote, in this bucket, I'll show you this bucket. See this bucket? Yeah, whoops, dropped some yarn again. So, all the colors that were in here, I just decided to make granny squares. We're having a little song fest over there, aren't we? Yes, we are. So I started, Alice is singing the Chicago song. Oh, you know, you can carry a tune pretty good. Yeah, you should go on the road with that song. I'm listening, and it sounds pretty good from here. So I took the colors, and I started working my way through. So 2 of these blues, 2 of these teals, and I had 2 different kinds of browns. And I thought, well, you know, I almost thought, no, I'm not going to do it. But then I thought, no, they do kind of look a little different. Look, see, one is a little heathery and one is a little chocolatey. See that? So I did that too. Oh, you love that purple. Good. And then this one is like a sage green. I got 2 of those going on. And then this is a lavender. I like this one too. Made 2 of these. And then, you know, this one, it was an old Red Heart ombre, I think, that I had in here. And so I thought, well, why not? You know, it's got the browns and the blues. It's got the blues. And then this one, you know, it's a neutral. It can go anywhere. So I've got all these colors. And then another blue that I had. This one is like it's called mid blue, or yeah, mid blue, I think is what this one is called. So it kind of looks like a country blue to me. So anyway, I started 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18 of those. I thought I had more than that, but so 18 of those, and then, oh, Alice says, you don't want to hear me live singing. Oh, sure we do. Jay says, got my second Crochet World magazine the other day. Can't wait to make some of those patterns. Crochet World magazine, you know, that's something that I've never delved into, are the magazines, and I love magazines. Yeah, I'm so tempted now. See, I'm so influenced, right? I'm glad that you didn't buy any yarn because this is my YIMBY. Yay, I'm not buying yarn year, right? But I don't need to. I don't need to buy yarn. I've got a ton of it. And I can't even keep it all straight right now. So I've got a ton of it. Oh, Alice, you get the Crochet World magazine. Does that come out once a month or is it once a quarter? How does that one work? Let me know. Oh, Wendy, you love Crochet World. You've been getting it off and on for over 30 years. What? What have I been living under a rock all this time? Oh, now it's once a quarter. I thought it was. I know it used to be once a month, you know. They probably could go back to once a month now with the resurgence of the popularity in crochet since the pandemic. You know, there are a lot of people who are really into crochet right now. And a lot of younger people, which is wonderful. It's wonderful. So far, it's very worth it. Good, Jay. Good to know. You like the online version too because you can search all the archives. Nice, nice. It is one of the only actual physical magazines left in the U.S. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And I really love just looking through. I mean, I get tired of looking on my phone all the time, you know, or my tablet all the time. I love looking through a good book, magazine, catalog. I love holding those and just being able to, like, you know, and then you can write notes or you can like fold down pages. And I know you do that all virtually. It's not as fun. It's not as fun. So, so then I found in my stash, let's see if this is it. Okay. So this is this colorway. I was thinking that I had lost the wrapper for it, but I didn't. It is the I Love This Yarn, and it's in cinnamon cedar. Well, I just love this cinnamon cedar colorway, don't you? So, okay. You get in a happy place if you can find some in the thrift stores. Yes, Wendy, you know it. You know it. And Alice is she loves the hard copies, but she's trying to you know, eliminate some of the mess and the clutter. So she's trying to embrace her online life a little bit, and I get that too. I do. So anyway, I've got this one. All of my, oh, I didn't show you. Let me show you these. So this one is the cinnamon cedar, and I just absolutely loved how the colors just did their thing. Oh yes, all you end up doing is print them anyway, right? Hey, Irish Cat, good to see you. You had to feed your kitties. Oh, yes, those kitties demand to be fed, don't they? Look at this. This is all in the cinnamon cedar. Look at this color. How pretty, right? This is one of my favorite colorways. I'm telling you, it just, all of the, look at this one. It just happened to do that, right? And this one, look at them all. Oh my gosh. I just really, really love this. Look at this. This one is the opposite. I didn't even know that until just now. See these? Oh my gosh. So I could just show you all of these all day long. Let me see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21, 22. I'm working on number 22 of the cinnamon cedar colorway. Okay, so Alice says she doesn't print them. She puts them in a drive, and then she pulls it up on her tablet when she's working it. So, well, that makes sense, because then you can kind of have your tablet open, right? I know, I do too. I love ombre and mixed yarns. Yes, me too. Sit with, not stitch. Yes. Cinnamon cedar is this one. It is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. And it is, you know what? This is such a popular colorway that I've seen it in, excuse me. I've seen it in this worsted. I've seen it in chunky. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. And look at this one. This one just happens to be turning out to be one of the reds. Excuse me. So, you know, it's like, and it's such a soft, heathery kind of color, because none of it is a completely solid color. I need some drink. Sorry about that. Yes, ombre yarns on sale every other week. Yes, they are all pretty. Yes. And so I really like the way just this one skein has made, like when you make the little tiny squares, because these are just 2 round squares, 2 rounds of a 2-row square. Let me get that right. It's not round, it's a square. And it's not a round square. So it's been very fast, because I, you know, I just do the 2 rounds. How fast can that be? And then I'm done. I tie it off. I have not woven in any of my ends yet. I'm going to do all that at one time. But it just gives such a collection of color, because you're using, like this one just happens to have a little bit of different ones, and then this one too. They kind of remind me of a little kitty that has like a little bit of something on its nose, you know. But anyway, ooh, Awanda says she has her first Crochet World magazine from 1979. What? Shame on you, Barb. You call yourself a hooker. Listen, I was poor. Okay? I wasn't poor. I just didn't have money. And I didn't spend money. I crocheted since I was 9, but I just didn't know about all of these magazines and things. And I had to scrimp all of my pennies together to get yarn, right? I just always just, you know, when I was a kid, I might ask for some yarn, but I never like collected yarn. I might have a skein of yarn in a color. And then as I got older, you know, and I would babysit and get some money and everything, then I would maybe buy a couple skeins of yarn, you know, like that. But yeah, Homegirl didn't know about all those. All those. No way, I didn't know. I had no idea. So, yeah. I wish you had been around and you could have said, look at these magazines. The problem was that, too, is that I didn't really know how to read patterns. I taught myself, right? I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. Let me see. So that... Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Wanda says, okay, I forgive you. Yeah. I didn't know about all of those things. I wish that you had been around and you could have said, "Hey, look at this magazine." Um, See, I got let's see, one, two, three. I got a lot of books from, thrift stores, not thrift stores, used bookstores. Back in the day, we would do used bookstores, but there really wasn't a lot of crochet books available. Hey, Maritza, good to see you. Hola, good to see you. And so then, let me see. Some of the different crafts that I would do, it would call for yarn, and I might have, like I said, I might have one skein of yarn. Like I remember having pink, and I remember having this yellow, and it was a yellow and white ombre. I remember that because I also used that yarn to make like a little box with plastic canvas, right? And so, yeah, it was fun. But so I totally get it because, if you don't have money to, spend on a lot of yarn and stuff, I totally get that. Oh, lemon ice yarn. Could be. Could be. Did you have some back in the day too? Yeah. So, yeah, so I've decided that I'm going to take this one skein of the cinnamon cedar and I'm going to make as many 2-row squares as I can. And then once I get that done, then we'll see what we might make. Now, remember on Friday we were talking about making granny squares and then figuring out what we might make with them. So I've been thinking, as far as this colorway goes, I'm thinking that the cinnamon cedar, if I mixed it even, I could even put some of these little browns in there too, like the solid. This is a softer brown. This is the one that's kind of heathery. I could do that. I don't really, maybe I could get away with, let me show you. Maybe I could get away with this light sage. I don't know. I might be able to get away with it and just put a couple solids in there. Not many. And maybe what I would do is just do more of the browns. But what I want to do, and I can't find it yet, but I'm going to, my black yarn. I'm going to connect it with my black yarn and a crochet hook. So I'm really excited about that because I think that will really kind of give it a really rich border. Don't you think? I don't know. Because with granny squares, you can go either, the dark border or the light border. So black, brown, I guess depending on what colorway, if you have it going a certain colorway, you could even use a really dark navy blue if yours is more blues. Or you could go the light way. You could go white, creams, maybe even a light linen color or tan color. But I think I'm going to go old school, like those old granny square blankets, and do a black border. And I'm so excited about it. I just can't wait to see. So I thought about, making a hat because basically, you can make a hat like you do the rectangle and then you bring them together and do them up and then kind of gather the top, right? And and then put a pom-pom on the top. You could do that totally. And then do a band like do a ribbed band around it. That would be really fun. I like when using granny squares, I like to have a border around them because if I'm going to make a granny square hat, I want people to see it and go, "Oh, granny square," right? I want them to see the square. You and I know that it's a granny square stitch, but I want them to see the square. So that's my whole thought process with that. So I think I'm going to just see how many of these, and then Wednesday, on our Whip Wednesday, I'm hoping that I have this skein done, which I think I will. And then we'll be able to like put some stuff together, right? And so that's the one that I hope that we can work out maybe a pattern together. So if you have some granny squares, if you want to do up some granny squares in whatever color you want, do the 2-row repeat granny square. And then on Wednesday, we can make a hat together. Let's do that. So let's make up some 2-row granny squares. If you have yarn next to you right now, start making them up with me. Do y'all need help making a granny square? Let me see. Okay, so this one's done. This is how I make my granny squares, and I think I've done like a little crochet along with you before, but this is the easiest way for me, okay? Because I don't want to worry about the magic knot in the middle. I don't. And see, now watch, I can pull this and I can like make that little hole in the middle a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be that big. And then sew it in. If you do the magic magic circle, if you do the magic circle, you're going to have to sew that in really, really well to make sure it doesn't ease out. So this way I don't have to worry about it. But let me show you how I do my, and all you old school people, you're going to be like, I know how to do that. Just hang on for maybe people who don't know. Okay, so I'm going to do a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 4. Yes, I could chain 3, but I'm going to chain 4. It's what I've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I've found is there's so no granny making. Okay, you're working on stuff for your upcoming shows. Good for you. Good for you. So there are a lot of ways to make a granny square. I have found this out, and you know, there's different rules. Oh, you chain 2 in the corner, you chain 3 in the corner, you chain 1 in between, chain 2 in between. This is how I do it, and as long as you're consistent with your squares, then you'll be okay. So I chained 4 and then connect to the first one. So then I have like a little loop. I take this, I take the tail end and I take the loop and I kind of bring it down a little bit so it looks like a C, and I connect it. And I connect it. There we go. So then I have a little hole here and I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I do 2 double crochets in that hole. And I'm still just holding the little loop. The good thing with having a 4 chain is that you have a nice loop. You know, you don't lose it. And that's why I started doing the 4 chain. Then I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to put 3 double crochets in that loop. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to do, so if you'll look, we have 2 sides. We have this side and this side, and we need 4 sides. So I'm going to do another group of 3 double crochets. And then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. So now if you look, I have 1, 2, 3 sides. So I need one more side to make a square, 4 sides to a square. 3 more double crochets. I already chained 2. Chain 2 is my corner. And then I do a chain 2, and at the top of that first, good morning, Robin, good morning. At the top of that first chain 3, I slip my hook in and I connect it. Okay, so now here's what I do. Some people turn, I don't turn. I slip stitch into the next stitch, slip, just loosely, don't do it too tight. Slip stitch into the next stitch, slip, and then I'm at the corner. I'm going to slip stitch into that corner, and then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to double crochet twice, chain 2, and then do 3 double crochets, and that will make both sides of that corner. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then we're on a side, and I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go into this next corner. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets will make my corner. Do the same in every row. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and then go into the next corner. I've got 2 more corners to do. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. It's kind of, once you get it going, it's just kind of a mindless thing, and it's easy to watch TV, to listen to music, to just sit with your thoughts even, right? You don't even have to have anything if you want to, if you need to go, you know, to an appointment somewhere, just take a little skein of yarn and just sit there, and it just takes a few minutes to make each one. Okay, don't forget when you're on a side, chain 1. And then here I have my last corner right here that I need to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So that's how I do my, I just gave the fastest lesson in history. If you need further help, just let me know. I could do a tutorial on this for those of you who need a little bit more, you know, slower help. Don't forget, between there, you're going to chain 1 for the side, and then you're going to go into the top of that first chain 3 and slip stitch and finish off. And your square is done. So that's how fast a square is. It's super fast. And then, before you know it, you're going to have, you know, 25 or so granny squares, gorgeous granny squares, that you just can't stand because they're just so pretty, right? And then you can decide how you want to make your project. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know, Robin, if you just came in late or if you just said hello late, but if you want, we're making little 2-row granny squares, and then on Wednesday I'm going to put my my granny square into a hat, and we're going to crochet it into a hat, and a granny square hat. And so if you want to join and do that, Maritza, good to see you. And 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. And if anyone wants to join on Wednesday, we're going to do our WIP Wednesday, and my WIP is going to be finishing that hat. So we'll do it together. It won't be difficult. It'll be real easy. I'll have the math done. As far as my squares, I'll have them measured out. Do you know that I have lost my my measuring tape again? I had it in my little black case, my little gray case, right? And now I have lost it again. And I know it's in the bottom somewhere. Oh, you're working on the blanket for a May birthday. Good for you. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. I love Wendy always is prepared. That girl has it going. She makes blankets for Christmas, and she's not like Christmas Eve finishing her blanket, the girl has it going on. And I only wish that I could be as prepared as Wendy. Now, Alice is also working on projects for her next sale. She's got a couple really cute things. You lose your measuring tape too, Irish Cat? Oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm not the only one. But the thing is, I just had it. You would think that I would be able to hold on to it a little bit longer than what I did. But, so I am trying to get into the habit that if I do take a project into the living room. Oh, Wendy. Wendy said, I lose them all the time. And when she got her boobs squeezed, so when she had her mammogram, they had a basket full of retractable tape measures, and you grabbed a couple. Good for you. A basket full. Wow. I want to see a basket full of tape measures. I need some, right? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I'm all about that. So, what is on your hook today? Tell me. I want to know. Oh, you're organized. She's laughing. I finished last year's Christmas in October. See? Last year's Christmas in October. Okay. Irish Cat says she's working on a Christmas gift. Also making oldest son a ski hat. Nice. Nice. Oh, you were grinning when you saw the basket. Yeah, you're like, I know what I'm using those for. I don't know what you intended them for, but I know what I'm using those tape measures for. Oh, yeah. Yep. I hear ya. I hear ya. So, that is funny. That is so funny. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, the littles left, and then we got colds. Oh, you almost finished it a year later. Okay, so it was supposed to be for Christmas, but it was the following October when you finished it. I thought you meant the October before Christmas. I was like, see, I knew she was organized, but you're saying no. You were 10 months late. I gotcha. I'm understanding you now, but you know what? You finished it. You finished it, so that's what is important. Yeah, I've noticed that so I was going to say something. Story of your life. Yeah. I'm going to be a little more selective with who I give my crochet to. I know that certain people really like it, and then certain people are just polite. And so I'm not going to overextend myself for people who are just polite anymore. Because it takes a lot of time. Isn't that one pretty? Look how the light green just kind of filled in the inside, and then it's kind of like the bluish gray on the outside. I am loving this colorway. This colorway is amazing. So if you're new, the colorway that I'm using is this one. It is called Cinnamon Cedar. It is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in Cinnamon Cedar. Okay, Wendy says, I made each of my girls a blanket made just from stash yarn, except each one had one color that was bought for their blankets. Nice. So they had like one main color that was bought for their blanket, but then, so did you double the yarn? Did you use the one main color as the constant? Alice, come visit us. 2, 3, 4. Come visit us. You can go down to Buffalo when it's not snowing and go visit the store, and you can get your, oh, but this is your Yinbi. So yeah, so it's not Voldemort if it's a Yinbi year, right? Oh, so, oh my goodness, yes, I would be saving up my money, and once a quarter. See, I wish that they would let you know when they come out with a new color. Kind of like how, see, I was trying to keep track of that. I had started, I had started kind of making a list of their colors, because I wanted to keep track of the new colors that were coming in and the old colors that were going out. And I wish that they would announce it, but they don't. And so we're kind of just left figuring it out ourselves. And as far as Hobby Lobby colorways and stuff, like I love this yarn. It's such a good brand. Well, see, they have several different ones. The Yarn Bee, and then they have the I Love This Yarn. And I know some of you aren't fans of it, and I get that. I am a total fan of it. I love the way it feels. I love everything about it. I think it's soft and pliable. And yeah, I'm in love with it. So listen, I've sat here and I don't know how many of these I've made, but it's been fun hanging out with you. So Robin, do you have anything on your hook right now? And I know that Alice has been working on, oh, they were cute too. She bought headbands and then she crocheted around them and then made little ears. So the colorway and the ears were a certain animal. Like she had cat and dog and bunny and, different ones like that. It was really, really cute. Okay. Wendy says, nope, each blanket started out stashed, but as the work progressed, there was one color that I wanted to run through, like Kira's star blanket. There was a yellow, and then Abby's granny ripple, it ended, oh, nice, in metallic black. Nice. Oh, okay. So Kat wanted to know about pricing and pricing the material or pricing the projects that you make. Oh, Robin doesn't have anything on her hook, trying to pick something quick and easy. You want to do a sweater, but you really don't have time to invest. Yeah. Oh, Alice is working on a crab headband. Just finished a Yoda headband. Did you know, Alice, that Robin is in Maryland and Maryland is for crabs? That's their slogan. Maryland's slogan is Maryland is for crabs. She needs a headband. my gosh, especially, oh my gosh, especially next time you have a crab feast. You need to be wearing a crab headband when you're cooking. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Um, Jay says, I just finished a bag. I just have to make the drawstring. Nice. Yes, and it does also depend on the area. Yeah, depending on how you price your projects. Well, Robin, if you have some time and you want to just make a hat with me, a crochet granny square hat, I don't know how many. Maryland crabs are the best. That's right. You know it. They really are. They really are. Because we don't boil our crabs. No, we steam our crabs. So our crabs are full of flavor, not water, right? Yes. So there's another one. So how fast was that? Oh man, this is going to be so fun. And I'm going to make that hat with I think I'm just going to use this cinnamon cedar and make the hat all with the cinnamon cedar colors. I'm not going to put any other colorway in there because I think I have enough squares already to make a hat. I'm pretty sure I do. So that's fun, but I'm going to keep going until I finish this skein. It's starting to get, it's there's still quite a few squares left in there. Yeah. Still quite a few squares left in there. So anyway, that's what I'm doing on Wednesday. We are going to have a crochet along, and 2, 3, 4, and I will put it out there. 1, 2, 3, and I will do a little service announcement on Wednesday that we are going to do our little crochet along. 2, and we'll be able to do that. So I am working away at these granny squares, going a little granny square crazy today, and I'm okay with that. How about you? Yeah, they're easy. You can take this anywhere. You can make a couple granny squares while you're waiting, in line at the bank, at the drive-through, while you are waiting at school pickup line. Hey, Yarn Inspired, good to see you. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a great morning. We are making granny squares today. And so yeah, granny squares are, especially if you're just doing, 2, 3, 4 row granny square, they're not big, and you can just, whip several out in, shoot, if I had thought about this when I was waiting in the car line, I would have gotten a lot of crochet done. I think I did do some crochet at times in the car line, but this is fun. Oh, you just started a hat? Nice. Nice. Bye, Lisa. Have a great day. Hope you have a great one. And, oh, look at this one. This one is going dark around the outside. I just think that this is so cool, the way these are just naturally bordering, the center. So I'm not even having to, listen, I'm not even having to change the colorway. And this is not that granny square yarn that is so expensive. It is, just some print yarn. This isn't even called an ombre. It's called a print. Yeah, cinnamon cedar, and it is a print, free pattern included. that looks really pretty too, that pattern. It's got squares. Oh, it's the mitered square. Nice. But right now, we're working on granny squares. So yeah. So on Wednesday, we will put this hat together. I'll have to find my black yarn because I do want to border this in black. I just think that that's classic. I think that it's going to be, hey, Catherine, good morning. It's good to see you. I think it's going to be just such a classic color, a classic border. It's going to just really make the colorway pop. And cinnamon cedar, you know, it really is kind of a timeless color. It's not really, you know, I always thought of cinnamon cedar as more of a fall color. And, you know, maybe it is a fall color, but it's got the greens and the yellows and the burgundies and the grays. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, it's just gorgeous. See, I couldn't have planned that if I tried. So, well, guys, our time is almost up and my nose is running. And my cold is starting to take over, so I'm going to run. Got a stash dive for that yarn. As you're doing Manic Mama Musings and her music theory blanket. Woo, that is a lot of M's. I am very intrigued. That is a lot of M's. Nice. Nice. All right, gang. Well, I'm going to let you go because, like I said, my nose is starting to run and I'm starting to get all filled up and my cold is starting to tell me, hey, something needs to happen here. So I hope, thank you, Yarn Inspired. So I hope that you have a wonderful day and I will see you on Wednesday. Get those granny squares together and then on Wednesday we will put some stuff together, put a hat together. Thank you, Irish Hellcat. And stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Thank you, Wendy. And much love to everybody. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, y'all.